genius of rock and roll.
Well, hello and welcome to the Daily Atheist Morning Show. I am your host, the amazing Super Chris Mallard. Thank you for joining me today. My co-host, Ryan Kotastic, is in the waiting in the wings, ready to go to do the thing. We're going to have some fun today. I've got some interesting things to talk about, as usual. I just want to mention, it seems like we have, wait a second. Oh, yep, sinners over there, and the heathens. Oh, look. There's even a heretic in the back. Look at you. It's good to see you all. Good morning, everyone. It's hump day. Let's get this thing started.
Are you feeling the world is leaving you behind? Do you look at all the pseudoscience, rumors, and wild speculation on the internet and wonder, why can't I do that? Well, friend, you can. We can help you. We are Conspirowin. Conspirowin has a long history of helping anyone with a hidden truth. We will get your message out. The conspiracy theories you see today all started out with one person's vision. The moon landing hoax was launched by a NASA engineer whose manager didn't okay his vacation request. Conspirowin was there to help out. Christianity started out because one little girl named Mary got pregnant out of wedlock, and Conspirowin saved the day. Now, the virgin birth is accepted Catholic doctrine. You may be thinking, but my idea of the center of the earth being made of ice is far-fetched. No one's going to believe that. In a world where people believe windmills cause cancer, we say no dream is too big. Conspirowin will take your fledgling idea and feed it to our YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok operatives. And these savvy social media professionals will raise doubts with the prevailing scientific consensus. They will say no one has ever seen the planet's core except Jesus. And science is wrong all the time. That's why science has theories and not Jesus. Within 30 days, we guarantee you CNN will run a story on how your conspiracy theory isn't true. We will also give you 100% assurance Fox News will say your crazy idea about the Earth's core being an icy ball is true. Follow your heart. Listen to the voices no one else can hear. Team up with Conspirowin.
We are. All right, and we are back, everyone. I hope you have had a wonderful week so far. It's hump day, the day of humps. I've got my co-host, Ryan, here, ready to start some trouble.
Ooh, here I am.
Looking fancy, as always. Is that another one of those you made it yourself? Oh, that is one of those you made it yourself.
It is, but look, it almost looks like I have horns.
Oh,
not
yes.
intentionally, but yeah.
But
yeah, this is it.
It works.
Yeah.
There you go. You're one of those you made yourself. Fancy. And your horns.
And my horns. Yes.
Yes.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm here. Happy to be alive and with some beautiful people. How about yourself?
Yes. Me too. It's been a wonderful week. I have some interesting news, fantastic news that we'll talk about in just, I know, right? Don't let me forget though. You're like, Chris, you had some news.
Oh, we already forgot.
Okay. All right. What were we? All right. Anyway, let me say hello to everyone. Man, we've got a lot of wonderful people here this morning. Rainbow Ash is here. Secular Feelinist Chick Magnate Kelly. Good morning, Kelly. Detroit Queen, Atheist Queen. Hope you're doing great. Lisa for Truth was here earlier. Nice to see you. Ryan's gobbling up the Ryans. Nice to see that. Rational Poet Jackie is here. And Nancy. Good morning, Nancy. How are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Wonderful week. I'm ready for the weekend. This weekend, I had an audition. I am passing. I'm not going to do that audition. It takes too much mental effort. And then if I actually get a role, it's just going to be too strenuous on us for 2.5 months while I try to do it. We're just not ready. We're not in a good place for that.
Yeah.
But it also frees me up to focus on the NanoCon thing. So let's talk about the NanoCon. For those of you who don't know, you don't know. All right, so I am going to be on a panel on NanoCon.
Yes, with some cool people.
With some
very cool people.
I know. Cooler
Big
than me kind of people.
Almost.
Yes. Wigs of the big variety.
Right.
Now yes, that's right. Now here's been my anticipation, my imagination of the situation has been this, is that this is, you know who that is, Seth Andrews. This is the panel I'm going to be on. What's so god awful about Christian nationalism? It's going to be a panel and we're going to talk about stuff. Okay. These are
Yeah.
like people, you know who Seth Andrews is, and April LaJoy. She's
Yep.
got this, her, and then this senator person, and then me.
And you.
Well, yeah. So I've kind of had this vision that pretty much for this, what's going to happen is I'm going to be there. We're all going to get there. I'm going to sit in the corner on one end of the table, and they're going to talk, and they'll be like, "What do you think, Chris?" I'm like, fuck them. They're bad. And that's it. Well, that's not going to be the case. I've been asked to be the moderator of the panel. So I'll actually get to open the panel, introduce the panel, and then introduce each speaker.
Wow. Sees.
I know, right?
That's a big deal.
Elliot asked me last night, said, of course, I know sometimes I don't really get what's happening. So for those of you who don't know, I'll be the moderator of the panel. And whenever Elliot asked me, he's like, "You going to be the moderator of the panel?" I'm like, "No, I'm just going to be the guy sitting at the corner." He's like, "You sure you don't want to be the moderator?" I'm like, wait. Are you asking me? Are you, what's going on here?
I mean, if you're asking me, then yes, I will do that.
That's exactly. I was like, if you're asking, I'm like, hell yes, count me in. And you know how it is whenever you're in a text message, you don't know if somebody's, so the last thing he's like, "Yeah, I'm really asking you." And then he's like, "But if you don't want it, that's cool." And then I'm like, "Oh, hell yeah." I'm responding, and I wait for his response. I'm thinking in my mind the worst on the other end. He's going, "Somebody else. Hey, Durante, do you want to moderate?"
I hope somebody else messages me back first before I say yes to this guy.
Yeah. Like it's a race to get my thing back. Yeah, that was really cool though. So it looks like I'm going to be doing that.
Congratulations.
It's going to be kind of, thank you. It's going to be similar to what happened with the Ark Encounter, where I get to introduce people and stuff like that. But I mean, this time we'll be inside, and I'll be cogent,
right,
aware, hydrated.
Hopefully indoors with air conditioning.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, absolutely. Indoors, air conditioning.
You already got a win under your belt.
I'm not going to be delirious.
Mm-hmm.
I might be a little delirious, but yeah, not because of that.
You got that going for you at least.
I do. So I'm going to have a good time. It's going to be a lot of fun. Nancy is here. Oh, wait, my chat. Nancy, Amy Nicole Cervantes. Goodness, a lot's happening in our chat this morning. Adrian Belgrave, good morning. Thank you for joining us. That's the heathen I was talking about out there in the chat. Remember?
No, boy. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, not a heathen. Heretic. Adrian is the heretic. Because all Christians are heretics. Adrian is a Christian, so therefore a heretic. Just asks. All you have to do is ask any other Christian, and they will tell you Adrian is a heretic. I'm just saying.
Well, they probably tell each other all and point the finger. Like, no, you got it wrong.
Right. Good morning, Brent. How are you? Brent says Maverick seems to be repressed generally. He blocked me. And Maverick says, "Wow, how did he conclude I'm a closeted homosexual?"
Wait, what?
I know, right? I was like, I don't know how he figured it out, but he figured it out. I don't think that's what you mean, Maverick. Just having some fun with you there, Maverick. What? All right, yeah, I don't know what's going on in the chat that you drew that kind of ire.
I think the boys are having a little spout.
It seems that way.
Convo.
Okay, yeah, looks that way. Yes,
boys.
Your Grindr account speaks to the contrary. Yeah, don't be careful because John will be posting your Grindr pictures. Don't ask how he got them.
Oh no.
He stores them in that case where he keeps his extra 2 balls. You think I'm kidding? I lie not.
It's all got to be utilized for something. You got to put something in
I'm
there.
just saying.
I mean, it's like having a pocket. It's like having pockets, and you don't put anything in the pocket. What's the point of the pocket?
Is that like women once again are robbed because you don't even get that pocket? All the pockets that you don't have in life.
Well, we do get our prison
because of the one you do have.
We have a prison purse, yeah. But
yeah.
We can smuggle. We can smuggle some things in there.
Prison purse.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah. It took me a moment or two. I'm a little slow this morning. The caffeine, I know it's in there. I've been pumping it in. Raven. A rainbow. You guys are funny. Maverick says, see, that's the whole deal. Maverick says, John Hudson, thank you for informing us that you use Grindr. I, however, do not. But to us, that's not an insult. I mean, you may see it as an insult. We don't see it as an insult. I'm just saying. I don't have a secret Grindr account. Right. I don't have.
That's all I'm saying.
That's right. Yeah. I'll just take some photos.
I'll do my own PR.
If you feel a cold nose hitting you in the air, that's not me.
Wait, if you hear extra heavy breathing
and a splatter, I'm just saying. Well, yeah, you're right, Maverick. He is definitely picking. You guys are picking, so y'all are picking. I think Brent started it. Was it Brent that started it? Somebody started it. No, Brent. I don't know. I don't think Brent started it this time.
This time.
I think it really was. I think it was John. You got to watch John.
He's accidentally been banned a couple times or once, right? Or was that him?
Yeah, I don't know how accidentally it was. I mean, he may have at the time deserved it. You never know with John. Good morning, Captain. We do, John. Once we get past the smell, John is fantastic. HR just notified me. I know, right? It's like they're constantly looking over my shoulder.
They want to see you in their office.
I know. Sadie is our HR representative.
Okay, get to petting.
Yeah. Actually, petting's what causes the problems.
It's that heavy petting.
It is. Maverick and I have a history. He blocked me, so now I mock him. Oh, I see. I got you, John. Or Brent. There you go. Yep. I
see.
You guys are funny. Breathe through your mouth. Good morning, Left-Handed Jedi. Thank you for joining me. Man, you sent me something in Discord recently that was awesome.
Good morning.
The Star Trek Bluegrass Edition. I don't know if I should love or hate that. We'll talk about that maybe on a Sci-Fi Saturday. Oh my goodness. I don't want to start singing and crying here on the show at the same time. Let's see here. Oh, Pragmatic Humanist is here. Good morning, Pragmatic Humanist. I try to stay away from the dating sites myself ever since I ended up at the Diddy party. Next thing I know.
Nothing happened there.
Right. Nothing. Next thing I know, I was slick with baby oil and my booty hole hurt. I know. No. Always cover your drinks.
Nothing happened
Always
there.
cover your drinks.
Don't believe you.
Yes. I think I saw something here. I was about to block him again. Yeah, it's love at first sight between you two. I can tell. Good morning, John the Heretic. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It is Tampa Bay, Florida. Is it humid? How is it in Tampa Bay today? It's kind of. Now let me ask you, Ryan. Mm-hmm. You're in like the state of Pennsylvania, right? Mm-hmm. And that's like green. It's green. You got a lot of heat. It don't take a lot of heat to make it yucky there because of the humidity. Yeah. Oh, like Alabama or like Kentucky.
Yeah, and we've gotten so much rain the past week that it's very muggy out.
Gotcha.
Soapy.
Yes, and moldy. If
you're
not careful. Yes. Interesting. So I had a question about that and instantly forgot what it was. What was I saying? Something about you're up there. Here, hell, I don't know what the hell I was going to say. It'll come back to me in just a second. Hey, Maverick, being Frank, says, so can we get to the topic? Oh, let's see what the topic is. What is the topic?
Oh, I saw the thumbnail. Who is the real monster, God or Satan? You had a picture of like the dragon.
The serpent.
Yeah. Yes. The serpent.
Serpent of knowledge. All right, so let's ask the question. Now, obviously, this is, and somebody pointed it out in the chat this morning ever so keenly, this poll will probably be biased. And I was like, well, I hope so. It's an atheist channel. Most of the viewers, okay, so the question of the day is, who is the real monster, God or Satan? So far, we have, God hasn't chimed in yet, oddly. I don't know why. Once again, a no-show.
Right.
Let's see here. So the options are God flooded the world, nuked Sodom, and invented mosquitoes. And then we've got number 2, which is not getting as much traction, which obviously demonstrates how many Christians are not actually watching. Number 2 is Satan invented pineapple on pizza and makes you do butt stuff. And then the third option is God loves you, then sends you to eternity for hell. No, wait, to hell for eternity. The Alzheimer's test will be coming back soon. And then, of course, neither. Humans are the real monsters. Look around. That one seems to be leading for some reason. I don't know. It's non-believers.
Yeah.
So we do have some interesting answers. Better than human. Man, what the hell is going on? Brain. What is brain? Ember from the Better Than Ember channel said, humans giveth the gods and taketh the gods away. And I'm powerfully eager for the taketh the gods away part to really kick in. Suit Kettle, good morning, Suit Kettle. If you're out there stalking, watching, lurking in the chat, says humans for sure. I wish the guy who invented work would have stayed and finished it. Right? We should, if anybody should be chased down, drawn and quartered, it should be that bastard. Death, hell, and the grave says Satan doesn't send me to hell. Their God does that. So that's actually that's a very damning argument, I think.
I agree.
For which one is the monster? The Christian would probably argue that it's the temptation of Satan that makes you go to hell. Left-Handed Jedi donated $2 to the super chat and said, I always think of George Carlin's rant about God. Yes.
Oh, he's so good.
He really is. He is. I really should bone up on me some stand-up because I'm going to be doing stand-up next weekend.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm going to bone up on me some George Carlin, Robin Williams, that sort of thing, Not that I'm going to steal their jokes.
No, but,
I would love to steal it. No, I know.
Yeah, I get it.
Getting the rhythm of the thing. I love me some
timing and all that kind of stuff matters so much.
It does. George Carlin and Robin. I love me some Robin Williams.
I love Robin Williams too. I grew up with awesome. Robin Williams.
Me too. Adrian, Donald Trump should be in the same breath as the God of Isaiah. I'm not sure what's going on there. John said God and Satan aren't real. Humans are the worst. Just look at what's going on. That's not wrong, John the Heretic, I have to say. Karisu is here. Hail Satan, pass the ammunition. No doubt, right? Satan uses you for his own devices. Use me. Be naughty.
Please.
But here's the deal. Even if you can lay the blame on Satan, you've got to remember God has Satan at the end of a chain. Anything Satan does, God is responsible for. God could have taken Satan out a long time ago, ended this situation, but literally, if you go by the story, inflicted us with Satan and never had to. So it's always going to go back to God. They really, if they want to give all their God the credit, they need to give him all the credit. I like to call God a him because women didn't do anything to contribute to the Bible. Mm-hmm. And usually whenever a woman or someone is referring to a goddess, they're usually referring to a benevolent, loving, tender spirit kind of creature that will fuck you up. And see, that's kind of the difference.
True.
I don't know. Is that how I get it? Okay, so those are kind of our options. Let's say other people says Satan lures you to him, which way we must steer away from sin, which is why we must steer away from. I want to enlarge this on my screen here because apparently, I'm just getting too freaking old. There we go. That might help. Humans for sure. What are these are words? It's in my language. Now, this is the comment, my friends, that I thought was particularly interesting from JF9912. This was, I believe, actually the first comment that was posted. And JF, if I may call you JF, said, watch, you won't get anything worse statistical analysis until the sample size is greater. If you get a big enough sample size, something beautiful will happen. And the central limit theorem will come into play. I was like, oh, that's beautiful. I almost cried right there. But JF goes on. JF says, however, that won't happen because anyone who sees this will have bias. I'm like, no shit. Did you read the poll? Did you read the questions?
Right. Like
read the room, man.
I don't think we're looking for statistical analysis here, really.
Yes. But I've learned to be a more gentle individual rather than being just a jerk. I'm trying to learn.
Good.
And I kind of took the humor that was coming in on this. I believe there was some humor coming in here. I took it. I tried to take it with a good thing. And so I've replied, I think you're overestimating the purpose of the poll. It's to have fun and discuss during the live stream. I appreciate that you read that poll and maybe the options too, and somehow came to the conclusion I was anticipating some form of scientific data to analyze. But there was a Star Trek joke, and then I made a Star Wars joke, and all is right with the world. It's wonderful. So now Adrian Belgrave, good morning again, Adrian, says Satan is the father of lies, but I say humans because of the evil that they are capable of doing in the world, in my opinion. That's interesting. You would, but here's a notion. Now we're just going to go on the presupposition, if you will, that God and Satan and all this is real. Let's do that. If Satan is the father of lies, then God would be the grandfather of lies. It's just one of those things because Satan, again, is really at play. He is he's not a bug in the system. Satan is a feature. He's there for a purpose. If he weren't, God would kill him.
What did Satan lie about? That is what I'm confused about. I don't know of any lie that Satan has ever
that's
told. If I believed that he was a real person and the stories in the Bible were true, I would have a hard time nailing down what he lied about.
That's very true.
I can point to you lies that God, told.
Yes.
But Satan, I would be very confused. I mean, come on. God created a contingency plan. He created heaven and hell. What would be the purpose of creating a plan B if you knew, it's obvious that he knew shit was going to go down or not go right, or that he wasn't good enough to get it right the first time.
Right. Here's a thought though. Okay, so they already had heaven, they already had hell. So imagine people, check this out. All right, I got this. I got it. All right, because you got to put shit in context, right? So you're in God. Let me take this off the screen so I can share this with everybody. Let's share the joy with all the people as I discover this myself before I forget it. So you're at God's pad in heaven. God's he's got his own zone, his own pad, his own place. He's got like a kitchenette suite over here, and he's got a balcony that overlooks like cool shit because it's heaven, and he's God, right? And in God's house, home, palace, however you'd like to have it, he's probably got all kinds of different things, like a playroom for the kiddies over here. And over here, he's got a personal garden. But he does not have time to work that garden. He's got angel shits going on. Angels are revolting. He's got to be fucking with them. So he creates man to work the garden. All right, so now that we have the context of it, it's just a tiny little garden in the vastness of heaven. It's just like his side project, because he's got all these other things going on. Every now and then, he stops from his godding and goes and hangs out with his mind and body slaves, Adam and Eve, in the garden. And they're naked. He likes them naked.
Yep. Naked and dumb.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool story, bro.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah.
I think that for the symbols and the time and the context, it is a cool story. But trying to, put it in some kind of modern day context as to how it applies to us, like it's just not
no, you're right. Oh,
I know you're not saying that. I just to think that that is the story of our creation is just from two people that we've came to be is just wild.
Right. Well, I was just going on this. This is his garden, God's garden. It's of all of heaven. It's outside of heaven, and he goes there to chill. So it sounds kind of like, at his pad, he's got a little garden. It really sounds, It's just kind of saying everybody thinks the Garden of Eden is so glorious, and I'm just trying to put it in actual context. It's kind of pathetic. It's just over there, and it's just a branch off his house, and every now and then he goes and fucks around in there, and he put some people in there to take care of the shit, and they could not maintain it, so he had to kick their asses out. And that's kind of the anyway. Daryl.
Francesca Stavrakopoulos just thinks it's about the king of Tyre.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah, because there's another story that talks about the king of Tyre walking through God's garden because, they're the ones who take care of the earthly stuff and are able to eat with the gods and all that kind of stuff. And that the king was more concerned with money, taking advantage of his people. It's kind of the similar stuff that we hear in the Sodom and Gomorrah story of why they were actually sinners, because they cared not for the needy. So that is likely the reason why that story is, just to say how a king wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. But anyway,
that's cool. No, you're right. No, I dig it totally.
It's two people created by God. Yeah, that's just much cooler.
Yeah. Well, the notion that they would actually take that idea from somebody else. But even if we would, all right. So let's do that. Let's not do that for just a moment. Let's just take it at face value, though. Take it at face value. They always put it off as though Eve is the bad guy. Satan is the bad guy. Eve is the bad person. She was worthy of eternal torment throughout of all of their life on earth. And then if they don't go right way, right. She just, and it tells about just the punishment Eve went through for simply eating the fruit is stupid compared to the punishment that Cain went through for killing his brother Abel.
An infinite punishment for such a punishment. And they were adult babies. They were humans who had no life experience, who didn't even know what right and wrong is. They didn't know what a mistake was or how you learn from a mistake.
That's right. They were absolutely ignorant. They were mind slaves. They were body and mind slaves. We're talking about Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve, when they were in the garden before the serpent were.
They didn't even know they were nude. It was like that's how little knowledge they had.
Yes. And in comes the serpent. And the serpent is apparently this fallen angel, which, can you imagine the knowledge a fallen angel would have?
Well, that's not in the story, though, but...
Who is the serpent? But I guess, I don't know, it depends on what you think, huh? Is the serpent Satan? But
that's what Christians are trying to say, but that's not in there.
Right. That's not in there. Yeah, that's not in there. But either way, it's simply somebody that is clearly more intelligent, knows more about what's going on.
Boom.
When God lies to them, he tells them the truth. And Eve is ignorant, and God lies to them. And then whenever God comes back, Adam throws her under the bus. Oh, I didn't do it. The woman that you gave me ate of the apple and made me eat it, or some business like that. Eve meet God bus, right there. So despite not having any, this is a horrific thing. It's really a testament to how misogynistic the men of the day were, the men who wrote this nonsense.
Yeah. Right. How they perceived women and their position and the reason for all the issues in the world. Why men had to struggle and toil.
Right. Yeah. Men had to struggle and toil in the land because of this thing. She has to birth children and is basically a sex slave to her husband.
Yeah, has to feel pain. Because allegedly before that, there was no pain, which please explain to me how a child coming through your birth canal would not be painful. So it's so... dumb.
Yeah, I guess before that, did they have children before that? They didn't have children. So they didn't actually have, according to that. Yeah. I don't know. It's a really fucked up kind of story.
Yeah, that makes you wonder, maybe they weren't supposed to have kids. Right. And then God forced it upon them.
Yeah. I would really enjoy hearing Dr. Kip's notions on this story, because I often talk about it at the face value of what the Christians think. That's how
that's why it's difficult, because you're trying to rationalize what the text actually says, but then try to take into account that they're already putting their bias into it. It's like, where do, yeah.
That's right. But now let's address it with that bias on it. And that's what I'm finding I do. But then there's people who come up and go, well, it's not a real story. It actually was taken from this other thing. I'm like, oh, yeah, no. I know that. It's just we're fighting this beard and this dragon. No, I got you totally. One of the things I find so amazing is how dynamic they can be, how quickly they can change their I don't want to say their beliefs. Yeah, the structures of their beliefs. The God is a loving, merciful creature until you're like, so those innocent children deserve to drown. Well, if God says they were bad, then they're bad. Now, I guess technically, based on that logic, yeah, but does that make it moral? But then you're thinking, by whose objective standards of morality? Then you're like, well, God's, of course. Well, God's the monster we're talking about.
But if everything comes through a mouthpiece from God, then you have to acknowledge that there will always be an agenda. There will always be a bias behind it. Absolutely. You're not getting pure God. Unless you're taking away free will. If you admit that God takes away your free will to force you to compel you to say specific things from him, okay, but then you have to admit that there's no free will and God is controlling you.
And if you do that, then you have to admit that God is creating billions of people for the sole purpose of burning in hell forever.
I'm just saying,
they're going to do it. They don't have free will. Right. They're going to make those choices. They don't have free will because, it's crazy. Yeah. These religious people.
I mean, at least that's how I see, and I'm just, and anytime I talk, I'm basically talking from my own experiences. Like, this is me waking up, looking back, going, like, I'm not trying to point the finger and judge anybody in the comment section or in the audience who's Christian or what. This is me just talking from my own personal experience, how I feel about myself, just not asking those questions and pushing boundaries and just accepting it for what it was. Like, oh, if it's from God, it's true. Not realizing, like, wait a minute. Says who it's from God. I could say things are from God. Doesn't make it true.
Right. I had a guy in my comments on one of my videos, and he's like, well, the only real proof that we need for God and that Jesus and all this is real is personal testimony. Because it happened to me, this person is saying, because this happened to me, and I had a godly experience a long time ago. So personal testimony is the only reliable way. And I'm like, really? So there's a person over there who had a personal experience, and they really truly believe that Zeus is the only God, and your God's just, so which one is, personal testimony is useless. And so then I had to go into the whole, well, all right, so let's think. And I really love, so you can trust everybody's personal testimony. Right. And then, of course, I love Occam's razor. Just, all right, listen, man, which is more likely? Just think about which is more likely. Jesus personally spoke to you in a dream, or maybe you had like a little bit too much crab and it didn't sit well and you had a bad dream. Which is more likely? You just take the odds. Did you have a hallucination, or did you God?
Exactly. Did you test it? How do you know that wasn't your demon or your liar Satan coming to you and telling you something? How do we know the Bible isn't just from Satan saying, because Satan is the father of lies? How do we know that book isn't just the father of lies words?
Right. So how do they know that revelation was actually from God? It could have been Satan misleading them.
I mean, come on, how many times did Satan reveal himself? He revealed himself to Jesus, allegedly.
Right. I mean, he's got a track record. He's arrested 34 times for exposure. He revealed himself a lot.
I mean, that was
Jesus still.
Have you heard from that guy? Not recently.
Yeah, not lately. He said he'd be right back. What the hell? I think I've been ghosted. That's where the Holy Ghost comes from.
That was like 2K years ago.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think he's coming back. Went out for cigarettes.
He's on a milk carton somewhere.
Yeah. Maverick says a mother inflicting suffering on her child, making him fall and learn to walk, is not carrying the child for life, isn't even. I don't know. I noticed earlier you said something about a love for a mother is not Stockholm syndrome. Generally, it's not, unless you have an abusive mother, and it can become Stockholm syndrome. I mean, it's not like it's mutually exclusive. Just because it's their mother can't they can't abuse them to the point in a circumstance to where they have Stockholm syndrome. It can happen. I mean, but if I think you're making a point that people are bad, I would have to agree with you on that. See, I'm getting better, Ryan. I didn't yell at him. I didn't cuss at him. I didn't misrepresent his position. I'm growing as a person.
You get 10 points.
Is that how to define? Never mind. That's bad, Chris. I'll get a call from HR for that one. Oceanus Helios is here. Good morning, Oceanus. Says, so somebody were to make you suffer in chat, that would be good. Got it. Self-flagellation is a kink. It really kind of is. You know, I mean,
oh God,
we don't kink shame here, do we? We don't kink shame.
Persecution kink, victim card kink, lots of kinks going around. Right.
This would be a perfect time for a Father Flanagan's self-flogging whips commercial. I really need to get that shit done. Self-flogging whips. I bet I could knock something out. I'm really working to get my brain fixed. It's not helping really. Flogging whips. Maybe if I had a self-flogging whip.
that might do the trick, kick you in the gear.
Yes. Commercial. I got one coming on, man. I don't want to tell you, folks. It's just fantastic. I love it. You're gonna love it when you see it. You're gonna make, oh my God, that's fantastic. Chris is a super genius. All right, secular feeliness. Good job, Chris. You've gotten better from when I first showed up. Probably it's something. Thank you, though. I appreciate you. It's not yelling at people. Yes. I hear that. I do kind of go off on people occasionally. One of the things about me is that I do learn. I'll go, you know what, I'm wrong when I feel like I'm wrong. I'm not going to apologize if I don't think I'm wrong. But if I feel like I'm wrong, I'll quickly go, oh, shit, I fucked up, man. I'm sorry. I'm a bad person. I suck. That's why I'm going to hell. Those sorts of things. Chris is edging us. Good morning. Bomb Poppy, this is no time for romance. Yeah, that's fun. Dr. Evil Chris, I dig it. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Grumpy Librarian, good morning. Trying to debug on the other computer, and I keep getting the wrong keyboard on each computer. That sucks. I hate it when that happens. I did IT for years. Matter of fact, while we're speaking about that, I actually recently rebuilt a laptop that I can take with me to NanoCon to do some live streaming and recording. So
awesome.
It probably doesn't actually have the balls to do it, but the wife agreed that I can use her laptop and let her use this one. I tried to get it to do. It's going to do some stuff. It just won't do that. I tried. It's just not going to. Forrest Valcott. Oh my goodness. I would love to hang out with Forrest Valcott. He's so much fun. Just catching up here. Randall Flagg. There you go. Randall, I'm going to do a little thing here. I'm actually going to get to meet Seth Andrews. I want to show y'all something. We're going to be back in 1 minute. And then we'll talk about it.
Hello all, Chris Mallard here, atheist extraordinaire, host of the Daily Atheist Morning Show, and currently burning in hell. Oh, don't worry about me, I'm not dead. I'm just down here for the annual Christmas party. I mean, annual Solstice Awards party. The Dark One, or Lucy as he is affectionately known, is personally handing out the awards. Aaron Ra is getting the award for the most souls brought down by evolution for his African fossil hunt, and Matt Dillahunty has won the Golden Phallus Award for being a dick to the most Christians. Oh wait, it's the Golden Fallacy Award for the confusing the most Christians. Easy mistake to make. To top it off, Seth Andrews has lent his voice to the Gregorian chants this year. It's delightfully hellish. Gotta run. I hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving, if you're into that sort of thing, and I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. A happy holidays, happy solstice, and a happy new year. Stay safe, heathens. Party hard, fornicate, that sort of thing, but do it safely.
So I made that commercial about 6 years ago, a little funny promo thing. I'm actually going to be with Seth Andrews and several other people this coming, not this weekend, but next weekend. I really should take my green screen and beg a few of them, if they don't mind, to do some things for me that I can record and then make my next Christmas in Hell commercial.
There you go.
You know, I know. I got to see if I can focus, if I can concentrate like a grasshopper.
I didn't know grasshoppers concentrate.
Well, it depends. Sometimes they do. It's a thing, you know. They try. I need to try like a grasshopper. I'm just saying. Forest Valkyrie, yeah. Truth Wanted. When are you going to be on Truth Wanted again, Kelly? I really enjoyed my last stint on there with Dan. It was a lot of fun. I don't know if they'll have me back. I talked about masturbating. Well, Dan he asked me a legitimate question. He's like, let me ask you, how is it that I do one stream a week and it's like an hour and a half. You do 5 streams a week for 2 hours. How do you handle that kind of stress? I'm like, well, I masturbate a lot.
Oh my Lord.
And the look on his face was like, I don't know if I'm coming back on the show or not. He laughed. He thought it was funny. Dan's awesome. He's awesome. They were awesome. He's hollering out to the moderators. He's like, is that more than were we more than 7 minutes or 5 minutes into the show? Because there's this thing if you don't cut within the first he was checking on me. That's awesome. I dig it. You'll be on next week. That's cool. I got to meet so many cool people that I want to be on streams with. I want to be on the stream with did you see I got my Dave Murphy cup?
Yes.
I want to be on the stream with Godless Engineer. Every now and then he talks to people. He's got things on there where he talks to them, and we just have so much where we could have fun with, I just think it'd be a lot of laughs. I should invite him on the show, but he's got a job. He does the job thing, the real job thing. Bob, good morning. I'll be here all week. Thank you. Yes. Let's see. Geo Sam is here. Randall Flag. Just never get a Ford tattoo on that arm. It might break down. That's messed up. That's cool. I dig it. Okay, so I think what we're going to do here is I'm actually going to give you guys some goats because that one little thing really wasn't long enough. Then whenever we get back, wait a second. Actually, I had a question for you. And I've made a note of where this question is. Whenever we get back, I'll ask this question. We'll talk about it, and then we'll go on to Theocracy Watch because it's kind of related to the whole Satan and stuff. So let's do this. Was it goats? It was goats. You guys want goats? Have a goat.
Have you sinned again? Oh, and it's bad this time. A chicken just won't do. But wait, you don't have a goat for your burnt offering. Oh, no. The Lord's wrath is upon you.
Insignificant person whose name I don't know, you have sinned. Probably. I shall snipe thee.
What do? You're all out of goats. She left you for another man.
Fear not, my wayward child. Introducing Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented flesh candles.
No goat? No problem. Just light one of these bad boys and let the sweet, savory scent of burning goat flesh rise up to the heavens.
Is that goat?
It's easy, it's fast, and deluxe models even have patented technology that produces a goat screaming sound as the wick burns.
Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented candles. Save a goat, burn a candle.
Father Flanagan's line of goat-scented flesh candles are part of our You Do You Jew interfaith outreach program.
When you sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. When the Lord requires that pungent smell, light a candle or you're going to hell.
All right, and we are back. Adamic Man says, what sort of nonsense is this? And the people in the chat were just telling him it's ghost-scented flesh candles. The whole deal is in the modern world, Adamic Man. Listen, if that's Adamic Man as in Adam, then, and if you dig Adam and stuff and you're core into the faith of those sorts of things, the Abrahamic religion is all your bag, chances are you don't have a goat laying around to sacrifice whenever you need one. So,
I doubt it.
Yeah, see? So if you were to reach out and purchase yourself some Father Flanagan's goat-scented flesh candles, your Lord would be appeased. No more goat pellets in the front yard. No more sexual abuse complaints from the goats, these sorts of things. So good morning. Thank you for joining us. Steve C. I want a flying donkey saddle. We don't talk about flying donkeys around here. Is it a donkey? It was a donkey, wasn't it? Yeah, we don't talk about flying donkeys around here enough. But someday we will.
Did Jesus ride a flying donkey?
No,
Actually, no. Actually, that's how Jesus is coming back. There's going to be
Oh.
4 horsemen, but Jesus will be on a donkey when he returns with a sword to avenge. Yeah.
Oh,
That's how
that's
it's
how
gonna
it's going down.
Yeah.
I've seen that. It all
Definitely.
makes sense. It makes sense. There was like these scriptures where they're like, it's prophesied, blah, 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 and says somehow that he's going to ride 2 donkeys into the city. And like he's literally riding them both at the same time, you know. They really work hard to squeeze him into some of them prophecies, don't they?
Sure do.
Yeah, it was Muhammad who flew a
Jesus.
donkey on his night journey. Muhammad was what's that?
Left-handed Jetta said instead of a Pegasus, it's a donkey-sis.
Donkeys. There you go. There you go. Did it have a horn? Was it like a unidonkey? That way you wouldn't need a saddle. You just ride the horn on its head.
Well, as long as the one horn isn't inside the other one, and that's how they're together, they're like connected.
Yeah, see, just have to a little lube and get that horn up in there and then ride on that donkey's head.
We're in trouble.
I saw this meme one time. It was 2 guys standing there, and this other guy is riding a horse's head. There's this horse, and he's riding on its head. And he's like, "Wow, why are you there?" It's like something about the horse. And he goes, "It's not a horse. It's a unicorn. Go Cowboys!"
Oh man.
I know, right? These are bad people. We don't deal with these kind of people around here. Not sure if he had a spacesuit to get to the 7th heaven. Yeah, it just depends on how much pegging.
There's not a lot of options out there. Pegasus Jesus. Pegging
There you go.
Jesus.
Yeah, they just took turns as to who was riding whom. I'm just saying. It's all cherry picked. I hope so. Yeah. It's sad though that that's the best they've got, and that's the best they've got, and it's cherry picked. What's that say? Let's see. Adrian Belgrave says, just because we disagree on God doesn't mean I'll be demeaning anyone. See?
Good for
I
you,
might,
Adrian.
but Adrian is above that sort of thing.
He's better than me.
Yes. One of the things is, that's been my thinking too. Like, I can't believe they're letting me do this thing at NanoCon. I can't believe they're letting me in the door. Like, who is this guy?
Yeah,
I'm Dave Murphy.
I didn't refund your ticket.
I know. I'm still waiting for him to find out who I am. They're like, it's that Chris.
That guy.
Oh. Somebody's got to make a call. Yeah, I got my Dave Murphy. Is Dave Murphy out there? I'm drinking out of my Dave Murphy cup today. That's fantastic. No, my friends, that if you send me a cup with your face on it, I will drink out of it on the show, depending.
He might do
on
other
your
disgusting
face.
things to it as well.
Guaranteed. I mean, the cup is cool to look at, but the smell. You don't know where this cup has been.
Nice with it. Yeah, he did something nice with it before I gave it to you.
That's right. The good thing it's got a handle. I can insert it sideways and just pull it right out.
Excuse me?
Perfectly timed. Muhammad used riding an animal to show off the power of God. Didn't he also split the moon in half too? Very impressive. I'm impressed. They told me, of course, that there was some sort of personal testimony that says it happened. Simply Secular Dave is here, part of the Daves of DaveCon, says, thank God Chris finally got rid of that stupid Vikings mug. No, I didn't get rid of it. I just kind of swapped it out. I don't drink out of the same mug every day. I have now added this mug to my rotation of mugs.
Yeah.
Until the point to where it starts kind of having any type of wear on it, and then I put them aside.
Yeah.
I had a mug that my wife got me. It's got the Star Trek characters on it. When it's hot, they're on the planet. They beam out, and they beam in, that sort of thing, and that's cool. I dig it, but you can see there's kind of what the deal is. It's a cup, and they have this thermographic paper wrapped around it. And you can see the tiny little line up at the top and the tiny little line at the bottom where the paper is on the cup, where the thing is. And you can tell that's starting to wear.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, time to set you aside. The evil one got me, like, I think it's a 35th anniversary or 40th anniversary Deep Space Nine cup. And she kind of doesn't like that I don't drink out of it. But that one there, I only drank out of a few times. I set it aside because you know.
Yeah, I
I'm an
made
under.
my friend gave me a mug with like her face and my face on it, and I made the mistake of putting it in the dishwasher, and now it's so faded, so I don't use it anymore. Or if I use it, like I only hand wash it, but now I feel guilty using it.
True. Yeah. Even in that, I never did hand or dishwash it. I always hand washed it.
Yeah,
But I
should've.
still, yeah.
That's where I think I went wrong, is not hand washing it.
But even then, like I say, they'll
Over
fade.
time,
You know,
yeah,
got to be
they
careful. Got to
do.
take a point and go. Dade Murphy's here, actually, here in the chat. Good morning, Dade. Thank you for joining us.
Excuse me.
Open the pod bay doors, Dade. That's actually wrong. It's open the pod bay doors. How? I'll be okay. My cup is royal. It even says Burger King on it. One of my favorite mugs is my Paris mug. You'll see me drink out of it every now and then. The wife left me at home for 3 weeks and went to Paris, and when she came back, she brought me a mug. It's really cool.
Nice.
I dig it. It's big. See, I mean, I dig Dade's cup. These cups here, they're cool. The ones we get from the merch stores, but they're always limited in size. That I find unfortunate. You know. So whenever, but the evil one got me this big, huge coffee mug. I mean,
I like a nice chunky mug too sometimes.
yeah. Brent, hey, when the moon hits your eye, well, you know the whole deal. There was a point made in the chat a few minutes ago about Muhammad.
Pardon?
I forgot. They did that about Muhammad. See, Muhammad allegedly split the moon in half and then put it back together. And the miracle really is that he put it back together so perfectly that we don't have any evidence that he split it in half. And I would actually argue that it would make more sense for Muhammad and his God to have left evidence. Clearly, there's where Muhammad commanded the moon to be split in half.
Put his name like in the mountains, like in
There you go.
know what I mean, the peaks. You could just spell out, even if it's
Here's
Arabic.
Mo was here.
Right. Whatever language, we'll translate it. That's fine.
I dig it. Question Me is here again this morning. I know.
What? Who, what?
Question Me is here in the chat again this morning.
Oh.
I know. I thought I smelled something. Good morning, Question Me. Thank you for joining us again today. Nice to have you. It's like, did he really say that? Is he picking on me? And Jesse James time. Prophecy fulfilling gradually as you mock, just do without the mock. All right, so prophecy, there's a lot of words and they're all English. Prophecy fulfilling gradually as you mock, just do without the mock. I think I understand what you're saying.
He's saying that the prophecies are still being fulfilled. It's just gradual. Is that what he's saying?
Maybe. I guess so. Maybe. And we shouldn't be mocking.
We shouldn't mock.
We will regret mocking later, I think is probably the thing.
Yeah. When I die, Jesus is he's going to do me over really bad. He's going to spank me all hard.
They do. And I want to watch. I'm down. I'll watch.
Bad because I want Jesus to spank me.
I'd buy that for $1. Yeah, right. Question Me says, nice to be here. I'm off 2 days. I like y'all's banter. Thank you. Miss Non Sequitur says she wants to see my poll.
Ooh, show me your
awesome.
poll.
I'll show you my poll for free, really. I mean, the question of the day, let's see where we're at in the poll. I zoomed it in so much now it's even way crazy to see. Even I can read it. There we go. I think I was like exaggerating. Here we go. The first question of the day is, who is the real monster? And this will bring us back full circle to the question I have for you. Rion. So, yes, the question of the day is, who's the real monster, God or Satan? And the options we have are God flooded the world, nuked Sodom, and invented mosquitoes. Damn you! And then Satan invented pineapple on pizza and makes you do butt stuff. Man, I dig it. Except for the pineapple shit. Or God loves you, then sends you to hell for all eternity. These are kind of the options I've given you. I believe there's a link to the poll. I want to take a minute to, if I can, guys, all seriousness aside. We are doing the poll. That's great. Down in the chat, we have a link for best name ever. She's kind of struggling and having a moment. And if you don't mind, and you have a little extra coin that you can do, go over there and help her reach her goal for the month. She can use the help. There's links. Best name ever held. Tell her one of you're a damn goat, or you're, from the damn nation or something. Just go help her out. Tell her nothing. Don't say nothing about me. Be anonymous. Just go throw her some coin if you don't mind, if you can.
That's so nice because it's, community. That's what community is for.
Yes, that's what they're for. Steve C says, I'm taking my barbecue to hell. Is it that good? I mean, if that's good, I'll go down there just to get some of it. I don't normally eat barbecue though. It's I don't eat meat off the bone. No. I hardly eat meat at all, really. But meat off the bone is just, oh no. Yeah. I used to say, I'm not some sort of Neanderthal sitting over there ripping the meat off the bone. I mean, no, that's just not me. I'll sit over and cut mine like some sort of Neanderthal. No.
I just stick my fork in it and then just
gnaw it off. There you go. There you go. Well, I had. Oh, right.
That's what kings are for.
That is what that was the king, actually. I don't remember which king it was. They were introducing cutlery and like stuffed forks and stuff, and he was like, no, God gave me these fingers to eat with. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't remember which king it was, but he shunned that sort of thing.
A lot of Muslims eat with their fingers, and I think Indian and whatnot. It's just do. Still eat with their fingers. Depends
on the type of food,
Yeah.
True enough. Let's see, you eat that leek soup with your fingers.
That's a little more difficult.
Could be. I don't know. Suck it out the bowl. That's what I do. Let's see. Oceanus, who is the real... Oh, all right. So back to our question. De le jour. The question I want to ask you is, because of your experience with the J-dubs.
Right.
Okay, get your mind in J-dub mode. There you go. All reason, logical thought has been removed from your brain.
Yes.
What do J-dubs think of Satan?
Well, they also think that he's the father of lies, that he is the ruler, the king of this world, the great deceiver. Education comes from Satan. The government is ruled by Satan. Media is run by Satan. So Satan really is the king of this world, which is really weird to me, because how could he not be a god then if he's really, if he's that powerful?
Right.
But yeah, so that's what they think of him.
Yeah. What did he do to earn that? To be the king of the world?
He didn't do anything to earn it. It's just that for whatever reason, God is hands off.
Right. Yeah.
Because whatever.
Gave him the world. Yeah. God is a psychopath. It's like having, you've got like your favorite children over here, and you've got this, I don't want to use a dog because I love dogs. I like a raging beast that is horrific and monstrous, and you keep it on a leash, and every now and then you walk it through your children, and you just let it run rampant on them and do whatever it wants. That's what God does. Allegedly, he's got us all, his children, in this place, and he just turns Satan loose on us to do anything Satan wants. Satan apparently can compel us, but God just doesn't tend to do that very much. Satan's got a lot more. One of the things I've always thought is that Satan is as powerful as God. If Satan can be in my head and tempt me, there's billions of us, and he's everywhere tempting us all all the time. He's got to be as powerful equally as God, as omniscient as God, And at least he's there. He's not like a deadbeat dad. I'm just sitting there being good, and all of a sudden I don't get the sudden urge to pray and read the Bible. I get the sudden urge to listen to rock and roll and masturbate. Yeah. Satan is there for me.
He doesn't ignore me.
Right. Caters to my needs. Lieutenant Jedi for $2 says the devil slept his way to the top. Nepotism.
There
you go.
Well, Jesus is a nepo baby.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Elon and Jesus have a lot in common, the damn nepo babies.
More in common than we'd like to admit. All right, I'm gonna do this thing, and then we'll really, for real, now that you've given us your advice, we're gonna, for really reals, we're gonna do Theocracy Watch. Finally, here we go.
You're tuned in to the Atheist Morning Show on the Damn Network. And this is Theocracy Watch.
Kids' education be damned. SCOTUS just approved the firing of half the education department in secret, showing zero concern for the students left behind. Welcome to Theocracy Watch, where we expose how secrecy and hidden power hijack public policy. 2 days ago, the Supreme Court quietly utilized its shadow docket, an unsigned emergency-only process, to lift a lower court injunction that had blocked the Trump administration plan to lay off approximately 1,400 Department of Education employees. There were no full briefings, no oral arguments, published majority opinion. President Trump's executive order in January labeled the department as a hotbed of waste and fraud, directing mass firings across units, special education, Title I grants, civil rights enforcement, student loans, bilingual programs, and critically, the Office of Safe and Supportive Schools, which houses the human trafficking and gender-based violence prevention team responsible for training districts to recognize and combat child trafficking. With the recent Epstein debacle, the American public is left to wonder where our priorities lie. A federal judge halted the layoffs in May, determining that they violated due process rights and usurped Congress' exclusive power over appropriations. Now, with that injunction lifted, half of the department workforce can be fired at once. Civil rights investigations will stall. Special education support will disappear. Student loan servicing will grind to a halt, and the nation will lose its frontline anti-trafficking experts. I guess if there's no Epstein list, we have nothing to worry about. The most significant loss will be to students with disabilities, English learners, low-income families, and trafficking survivors who will now miss their advocates. Yet, the true winners are Christian nationalist ideologues pushing local control, especially the architects of Heritage Foundation Project 2025 and private ed tech firms that are angling for lucrative new contracts. Weeks earlier, Congress had frozen the Department of Education's budget at $70 billion, and Chuck Schumer's vote blocked an additional $2 billion for special education and student aid offices. So Schumer effectively sided with the GOP's underfunded status quo, locking in cuts that have shredded special ed and student aid budgets, choosing political expedience over our posterity. By quietly firing expert staff, especially those who train schools to prevent child trafficking, the Christian nationalist agenda has paved the way for faith-based curricula rather than critical protections. If we don't expose those hidden power grabs now, our schools will transform into indoctrination factories, leaving our most vulnerable children without defenders. Surrendering our classrooms is surrendering our country's future. So get to those PTA meetings and bug your legislators. We'll see you next time on Theocracy Watch. Isn't that crazy?
Thanks,
SCOTUS.
Yeah. And, you know, anytime they talk about like a shadow government, or remember, it's the right wing who always make this argument. It's that projection on their part. I cannot wait until the NanoCon thing where we're talking about the Christian nationalism and stuff like that, because the things going on with the SCOTUS is related to that. Donald Trump and the right-wing maggots are married to the Christian nationalists, you know, and you don't have to be like a card-carrying Christian nationalist to actually think that Christianity should rule the country. Whenever we say Christian nationalists, there's a very specific group of people who identify themselves as Christian nationalists. But when I use that term generally here, I'm talking about pretty much any Christian who thinks Christianity is the best thing and should be applied.
Apologists, sympathizers.
Right.
If you're staying silent and not speaking up, then you agree. Like if you were in Germany and the Nazis are taking over and you don't speak up, then to some extent you agree.
Yep. Later, question me is leaving. The chat's going on. I'm not really sure that there are things. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you all have a good day. Send safely. Question me. Take care. Steve C says, how they get all those insects on the ark? Well, I'll tell you, I know how that works. I got an answer for that. I could probably argue better for the ark than Ken Ham could, I guess, if I thought about it long enough. And here's the way, man. Have you ever seen, as far as the insects and all that business, have you ever seen Doctor Who?
I have. Like, are you talking about the old school?
Oh, any of the Doctor Who. I'm actually,
okay.
I mean, no offense, Miss Ryan. I'm talking to Steve. I'm talking to this other person.
My bad.
Yes. No, Yeah, how Chris George asked how they could be, or somebody asked how they could have all those insects. Well, that's how it is. God has the power to do anything. Then He can make the inside of the ark bigger than the outside of the ark. Clearly, He can do that. It's His universe. If a human can imagine it, God certainly can do it. So therefore, what about all the CO2 and carbon that came off the animals? It magically disappeared. Where did the food come? Where did the food come for the Israelites as they were out in the desert? It just fell from the sky. It just fell from the sky right there. There are so many easy answers that these people don't really try hard enough, I don't think. As an apologist, I just see it be like an easier fight, you know?
How could you live off of manna for that long?
Yeah, I guess it'd be like a protein bar. But see, that's the problem. Now, people in the chat, my wonderful, wonderful people in chat, correct my memory if I am mistaken. But that was the problem. They were going through the desert. There were a group of people who were going like, this manna sucks. We've been eating this every day in, day out.
Tired of this, Grandpa.
Tired of it. No cereal, no Chuck E. Cheese, none of that.
No
Manna.
pizza.
And God is like, no pizza. No pizza, manna is all you get. And so God is like, you know what? I feel sympathy for my people who are suffering in the desert all these years and who are tired of this. So I'm going to send you better food. No. Oh, wait, no. He sent snakes. He sent them snakes to kill them, the ones that were bitching about it, because He's a merciful, loving God somehow.
Oh, yeah.
So if I'm mistaken, y'all go ahead and correct me on that. Why didn't God just portal all the bad people off the earth into the sun and not have to kill all the animals, bugs, and planets and fish? You know, that's a good question. Simply Secular Dave. I got a better one for you. Have you seen not Guardians of the Galaxy? With Ultron, where he goes,
Oh, Thanos or?
Oh, Thanos, yes. Thanos. Thank you.
Thanos,
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Thanos, he just, with a snap, he makes half the, well, why couldn't God with a snap mercifully? Even Thanos was more merciful than God.
I think the issue was he didn't have the glove.
God doesn't have the glove. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, he needed those gems.
He needed the glove. He didn't have the gems.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're right. I mean, it does make sense, clearly.
They were all on Moses' chest for his that thing that he made with all the gems. They were on Moses stole the glove and made it into his chest piece.
That's right. That's right. The Jewish priests used to have they wore the chest on their chest. That's right. So any Christian out there who believes Jesus was a sacrifice for your sin knows a Jewish priest who generally wearing something like that who would have offered a sacrifice to God, and there was none of those around. Therefore, Jesus was not sacrificed.
Therefore,
I just want to bang. Yes, one more bang on that nail, so to speak. Metaphorically speaking, it's a metaphorical nail. Right. Muttley Von Erich is here. Good to see you, Muttley. I hope you're doing great. Why didn't God just use the Genesis device to make Mars habitable and portable all the good people there? Well, I guess maybe He did that and He called it Eden, and then they fucked up. And that's actually what Earth is. That's a good way to see that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Soot Kettle is here. Mana. Mana. Right. Remember I was saying the song.
Eden was just, it's been a while since I've really thought about that story, but Eden was just one little place, which is small kind area. Of, yeah. So that is kind of, don't you think that's strange? Mm-hmm. Like, how do people not, I guess maybe people don't realize that. Do you think that's the problem? People don't realize that it was actually one little location. Because remember, they're blocked out from it.
That's right.
They get kicked out. So the earth isn't a paradise like people proclaim.
No, it was just Eden, and it was small enough to where that there were just a few trees in there that were of concern. Mm-hmm. You know, it wasn't this big, huge place. Here's the thing: if it was all of earth, even in God's own garden, why did He have to put the tree of knowledge of good and evil? It wasn't just a tree of knowledge; it was the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Tree of knowledge kind of just lets it
did
misleading.
God think that they were supposed to just live in that tiny space the entirety of their lives? Yes. Were they going to be trapped in there?
Yes, they were mind and body slaves. They didn't mind until the serpent came along and saw them and was like, "Oh my God, look what this horrific creature is doing to these innocent things." It's like coming on to somebody, a trailer house, and in the backyard, there's two dogs tied up in the backyard, and they're on chain, and they're emaciated, and they're starved.
And you steal them.
Right. And you go in there and you steal them, and you're the serpent of the story. and the guy coming out of the trailer house with his shotgun, spitting tobacco, screaming Trump, and trying to shoot at you for stealing his dogs. That is God. I want to mention Dade Murphy. Good morning again, David. Dade with the coffee cup. Says Ryan looks incredibly exceptional today because of the horns, girl. It's the horns.
I think that's what it is.
It is the horns. Steve C. I even pinned this comment earlier because I knew I'd forget it. Steve C. said atheists are definitely prettier than theists. I think this is related to. I don't think he's talking about me.
Maybe
I could be wrong.
Bias.
He might be a little biased. I think he's got some Ryanization going on there.
Oh,
I know.
Ryanism.
He's a Ryan fan. Ryanism. Yes, I think so. Where did humility come from if there was only Adam and Eve? You know what I'm talking about. Ew. Here's one of the things, though. You know, if you read the story, God didn't want them to know they were naked.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently they walked around the Garden of Eden doing their chores and engaging with God anytime he came to partake with them naked. And of course, God created them in his image. So I'm wondering, I'm curious, was God naked?
Yes.
Did God? Yeah, God would almost certainly have to be naked, right? He would be naked. And so if you were Adam and Eve, you would get to see his heavenly phallus flopping around.
Oh, yeah. Flying around.
The question is, right, would he have bruises on his knees from where it keeps hitting him as he walks? I'm just curious.
Maybe he's got maybe that's the burning bush.
Oh my goodness. Maybe it's more like a go-go, it's like a go-go gadget penis.
Go-go gadget penis. And it just
go-go godly penis.
Go-go godly penis.
That's right.
Even
That's
better.
Right. That's right. One of the things I really enjoy, I like thinking about the whole story of Adam and Eve is how
that's how God should
yeah. They wanted to find the perfect mate for Adam, the perfect helper, if you will. And they went through all the animals and they're like, was this one okay? And Adam's like, nope, too rough. What happened when he got to the deer? He's like, nope, ass too high, runs too fast. Why did, he went through all the animals. He's like, those goats and sheep, man, I got to say, that's pretty close.
He truly did. And
he really
I don't know how people
get
past that.
And then he finally went, you know what? Let's go ahead and create a woman. I'm tired of these handies.
It's wild though when you really think about just how
crazy,
nonsensical the story is. And I will recommend that y'all go watch Dr. Jennifer Bird and her explanation of the Genesis story. She explains how in the Hebrew Adam, Ha-Adam is just the human. So even in the first story, it's not even a man, it's just a human. There is no gender until Ha-Adam is split into and then makes the girl and the boy. And it's really cool. I mean, there's more layers there. It's just the way that God see it, they really make it boring.
So God had a dinky and a hoo-ha at the same time. So God could literally go fuck itself. Wow. Interesting story. I want to say there's a newbie in the chat. Paul Rothwell Smith says this isn't serious. They're just here to take the piss.
Who's taking the piss?
I think we are indeed taking the piss. I took it. And I think you took yours last, didn't you?
I'm taking the piss. I always
Yeah. She does. Raven is here. Good morning, Raven.
Oh, boy.
Kicks in the door. Raven kicks. What's the equivalent of teabagging? A flappuccino.
Mud flaps.
Thank you for that, Raven. Steve C, just subscribe. So I just want to mention, James Lehman is here as well. Says, I don't know whether to call you Billy Bob or to order a bucket of chicken. You talking about me? This is no time for romance. Are you going to bring the chicken? Bring the chicken and a weed whacker, and we can really start a night of love.
Get it going.
Vegetable oil optional. If you know vegetable oil, you are old. Remember, they used to advertise vegetable oil all the time back in the 80s and 90s on TV.
Yeah,
it was really the thing. And you also notice the rampant heart attacks. People died in their 40s and 50s all the time from heart attacks. You meet a bowling alley, there's Bobby. He fell over. It was just, there was a correlation, I think. It's not good for you. It's bad shit. Brent A said Muhammad did a donkey show. It's a matter of how you name it, I guess. Yeah, technically, you could say that. It's not technically wrong. Brent, you're not technically wrong there. Um,
Muhammad the Donkey Show?
yeah. If you know, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, I think they charged interest, not interest, but entrance fees.
I see.
Steve is obviously passionate about Muhammad. Thank you for that. Thank you for all the super chats, guys. We really appreciate you. I've got a NanoCon coming up next weekend, and I just got back from the Ark Encounter protest where I was the master of ceremonies, and all of your support goes to help me take care of all those things. I appreciate you. So all your super chats.
Yes,
If
thank you.
there's Christians out there going, quit giving him money, damn it. You're just helping him. Neurogeezer is here. Did you see that?
I did. I saw that. Good morning.
And Robin Webster.
Good morning.
Hi, Robin Webster. How are you doing? You're going to be there? You're going to see us there? Hugs.
Oh,
hugs,
fun.
hugs.
Lucky.
Lots of fun people. I know. It's such a wonderful time. I'm going to have a good time. And now that I know, for those of you who don't know, next weekend, I will be at the Ark. Oh, damn it. I'm so used to saying I will be at NanoCon in Tennessee. And I will be doing some stand-up comedy Friday night, as they have a little talent show there for us heathens, atheists, and non-believers. And then Saturday, I'm going to be on a panel with Seth Andrews and April and Senator, I think her name is Kelly. Senator April LaJoy and Senator Heidi. See, Heidi, I was close. Senator Heidi, if you're watching, I'm so sorry. Sorry. But not only am I going to be on that panel, but now I'm actually going to be the host of that panel, for lack of a better term. So I'm going to be on a big panel with Seth Andrews. And that's why I created that meme of me, oh, goodness, this is going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait. If you can get there, get there. Now, one of the things, because of this, all right, so I didn't know, there were certain things about the trip. I'm just telling folks because I like to talk about shit. I didn't know that the Ark Encounter protest was going to cost what it cost because of certain circumstances. So whenever I booked my hotel and stuff for the NanoCon, I'm only going to be there for one night. I'm going to be there. I'm going to show up the day, Friday. Oh, so I'll miss the Friday show next. I won't be able to make the Friday show. I'm trying to figure out a way to make it happen, but I won't be able to make it. And then I'll have to leave Saturday afternoon. I won't be able to make the entire con. I'll have to leave Saturday, catch a flight Saturday evening and make the thing. And even at that, it was like $700 and some odd dollars. I know, right? It's just stupid amounts. Really, it's all borrowing it from, put it on the Michelle card. The evil one. Like, all right, lady, you get all the money I made for the rest of my life off this show. And the hooking. As much money as I can make from the hooking. Don't knock. We don't knock. Vickless says dog. Vic, and I want to say real quick, I just kind of want to take a moment and say thank you to Vic and Miss Non Sequitur and to Scotty. I haven't talked to Scotty in months. I mean, and in any form of substance, and probably even longer than months. It's been forever. I mean, he runs the Daily Atheist Morning Show Discord, and Vic and Miss Non Sequitur really help with all the moderation on both of these things. Now, Vic and Miss Non Sequitur, I see kind of regular here on the show. I get to say hello and everything. What I don't do enough though is say thank you for your help and your moderation. I very much appreciate you and all you do. And so thank you very much. And Scotty, if you're out there trolling, thank you for all your help on the Discord server. So appreciate you. I just wanted to throw that out there. I think Raven probably broke something. Yes.
Uh-oh.
Did you read that one?
What do you call Winnie the Pooh's grandmother? Pooh Nanny.
Pooh Nanny.
Pooh Nanny.
Hitting it hard from the back. Yeah. Pooh Nanny. Pooh Nanny's naughty. Is Dr. Kip here? We were talking about, I'd like to get him on the show and ask him his thoughts about the Adam and Eve story. And now, of course, I'm talking I'm talking about the generic story that the generic Christian thinks. But the reason, what I would like to get from Dr. Kip is his like real knowledge of what the real story and the history of it, sort of like what you were doing earlier. Mm-hmm. But you're a woman, so I don't trust you. We got to get it from a man.
Yeah, I would love to talk to Dr. Kip about a lot of different. There's a lot of stories that I think he would be amazing insight.
Yeah, I just need to be direct and go hit him up. I just need to hit him up and go, dude, would you be on the show?
Do it.
I think one of the ones I'm going to try to have on the show today, I'm going to check him out. So if you're watching, just know because I'm trying to learn before I get people on my show to just, but I'm going to check out the Jesus Unfollower, I believe is his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin.
And yeah, Kevin. That's right, Kevin. And I'm going to check his stuff out and see about hitting him up, possibly if he's available, see if he can be with us tomorrow or one a day next week. Well, tomorrow or Friday, or sometime, but that we've got. Now again, I won't be running a Friday show, but if I can, I would love to find a good female to co-host with you on the show. I just got to figure out a way for somebody here to turn it on and turn it off.
Right.
And there won't be anybody here to do that, here at the place. Now, down the road, as we get bigger, I'd like to get a show producer. And whenever we do get remotely, they'll be able to do that sort of thing. Yeah, they'll be able to run all that shit from remotely. But until then, and I've kind of been sweet talking ambushed apostate maybe into being able to do that. Part of the deal is circumstances, just he's in the middle of a move right now. So those kinds of things. So Steve C said, Eve said to Adam, how'd you like them apples?
How you like them apples?
That's right. That's right. Right-handed said, how do you know if it's a joke is dirty? Check to see if Raven Lunatic would tell it. I know, right? Raven has got some, all right, let's cover a thing real quick. Our chat is cool, man. You guys in our chat has been fantastic from day one. That's been one of the selling points about the chat. Every now and then we get some antagonists in here. We have fun with them. They have fun with us as long as they don't we have a good time. My chat, I thank you all. You're just fantastic.
You're good people.
But of that, part of that is the humor. I go and watch other atheist shows, and they'll do a super chat and they'll ask a legitimate question. a real question. Yeah, something smart, heady.
Our chat just throws money away to be funny.
Yeah, it's like they just make us laugh, and I'm like, that's good for me. I'm digging it. I just kind of thought that was kind of neat that ours has a specific tone to it. If you just want the Jesus D&D class talk, it's 1 hour and 2. Oh, there you go. Something else, Jesus Unfollower. That's why it moved. That's why I enjoy this show too. It's fun. Thank you very much. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do the thing. Hopefully we'll have you on the show and we'll do some things. I just don't want to find out you're a douchebag. That would suck, I know. I get excited about that sort of thing.
Are you a douchebag, Jesus Unfollower? Yeah. You said, with the name Jesus Unfollower, you sound like a lovely gentleman.
Yeah, right up our alley. I said alley. One of the things, I don't remember who. Well, I remember who it was. I just don't exactly remember the topic. But I had somebody on my show. Man, we're all cool. We're cool. You're cool. I'm cool. And all of a sudden, they're like saying shit. I'm like, oh no, you're not saying that on my show. I don't remember who. I remember who it was. I just can't remember what they were saying. I was like, no. So I just like to look.
Me before too. It's like, oh God, what was I thinking? What was I thinking?
Well, we got to be careful, but we're cool. We're cool. Yeah. FDT will get you a long ways in here too. That's right. And if you know anything about Star Trek, I'll just skip whole looking over you and just get you on there. Yeah, it's a whole different story. And I'm really serious about thinking about bringing back probably after NanoCon, bringing back Sci-Fi Saturday. I'd like to get. That's the only time that Dade is available to get on the show is on a Saturday. So it'd be nice to be able to get other folk on the show. But also, I miss talking about sci-fi. Chris, they got other atheist morning shows besides yours. Nah, I'd rather call this one my home. Heathen home. Thank you very much, Adrian Miller. I appreciate it. No, I don't think. I think we're the only one. I think we're the only atheist morning show, as it were.
If there are other atheist morning shows, what I require you to do right now is go report them. Just go report them to YouTube.
Yes, they are. That's right.
They're showing their body or they're smoking.
They're bad people. Tell YouTube Ken Hovind is coming on the show. He's anyway, good morning. I better shut up, Chris. Good morning, Dade Murphy says, excuse me, I vouched for Jesus Unfollower. Awesome. Gotcha. Okay. That sounds like a plan. I'm looking forward to it. I want to see if we can have you on the show. I think I did see we got together on Discord, so I'll probably send him a link. What I've started doing is having people on for just an hour, either the first or second hour of the show. It makes it easier for people. So we'll probably go that route, see if I can get you on for first or half. Next week, though, we're really going to be doing a lot of talking about the NanoCon. And right now, I have done nothing, zero. But what I would like to do, if I had motivation, organization, and that sort of thing, I would like to invite members of the panel, Seth, April, any of these people. Arden Hart is going to be talking. She's going to speak just before our panel, and she's going to be talking about confronting transphobia in the secular movement. Because, yeah, we all don't believe in God, but there's some of us out there who also have their issues with trans people. And you know what I mean? For example, let's use what's her name? Harry Potter lady, J.K. Rowling, you know,
girl. Yeah.
Yeah. She may be an atheist, but she's also an anti-trans person. So we're not on the same page. We are not the same people. And, you know, a lot of people who are older, especially from an older generation, are like, I don't understand it. You know what, brother? I don't either. I had a certain notion of it when I was a kid because I was misled by crude jokes and things. And now as I'm an adult, I'm finding out what it is and what it's about. And I made a conscious decision that even though I don't understand it necessarily, I don't have to understand it. I just let them live their damn lives. And if I have a question, first of all, nobody asked me what they should do with their lives. It's not my decision. If it were my decision, I'd probably be responsible for knowing more about the circumstances and but that's the whole deal. It's not my decision. People who aren't involved in it should be making decisions about this.
As a country, if we tried to micromanage every goddamn decision people make, we would grind to a halt. And guess what we're doing right now? Look at this fucking country going backwards, quite frankly.
Yep. True enough. Raven Lunatic said something. It's going to be traumatic and shocking, probably. I even, in my first glance, I saw the word sex. And if you see just blatant stuff like that in the message, you know it's going downhill from there. It's like, do you remember the time he's like, did you know chickens die after having sex? You're like, I didn't know that. I don't think that's true, Raven. And Raven's like, well, the one I fucked did.
Oh, no.
Did I tell on you, Raven? I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Anyway, Raven Lunatic for $5 says, was having gentle romantic intercourse with the $50 sex worker. Thank you for being clear on that. They passed away about 20.
Raven.
They passed away about 20 minutes into the session. Want to know what the best part was? The second hour was free. You're a bad person, Raven. And you know where you're going? To hell. Express ticket. Are you okay over there?
My life is just flashing before my eyes.
No. All the respect the community had for me just went away as I made No, that's not bad though. I dig it. That's funny. That's hilarious. A $50 an hour sex worker.
Oh, Raven.
That's good shit, Raven.
I wonder what Raven does for a living.
I don't think I want to know.
I don't want to know, but I do wonder what Raven does.
I don't know.
Where does he get these jokes?
I'd have to say his therapist has probably got some very interesting stories. Yes. Muttley, it's good to have you with us. Muttley says there are a lot of things I don't need to understand to be on board with, like evolution. True enough. I mean, there's evolution's a good example. Yeah. Well,
I'm not the greatest with science and math and physics and like there's just things that are beyond me, at least now in my baby period waking up. So some things I just divert to the scientists and just say like, I don't care about your theories.
Yeah. Falling back on science and reproducible results just wins.
For me, that's just, that adds up. That logically adds up for me.
Makes it all better.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for the super chat. Babis Babinos, good morning. Thank you for joining us. I don't recognize the name. Babinos, I think is probably a better way. I hope I said your name wrong or right. I hope I said it right. Satan is the real master, the one who leads you all to hell, and you need Jesus to be saved. Did I get the right tone? Thank you.
Not bad.
But wait, what are we being saved from? Exactly, Bevis? We're being saved from God. Because
Myself.
if we don't follow Jesus, God is going to torture us in a pit forever. So who is more of a monster? Satan or God? I'm just kind of talking with a guy. I mean, I'm just saying, you know.
I feel like God's got his thumb on the scale.
And here we go again. Oh, this is great. This is perfect timing. Thank you for the thumb on that. But here, remember we were talking earlier about how useless personal testimony is when it comes to really, yeah. And then Babby followed up with Bob, speaking to Bob, I have felt God. Did God press charges against you? Did God consent?
Yeah, you got to ask God for his permission. Don't
God
just
has to
go
consent
grabbing God
first.
by the balls.
Right. I do appreciate, though. I mean, I think we should all be very lucky, don't you? That somebody who, the all-knowing creator of the universe that has trillions of galaxies in it, has shined on a person, and that person happens to be in our chat today. Isn't that fantastic? That's crazy. Yeah. You are special.
Wow, I feel special.
I feel special too. But I mean, this Babino is special. You make us all special just being in your presence.
Yeah, but the fact that he found our chat room, they found our chat room.
That's true.
Which proves that I also too am chosen and special.
But you're a girl.
That's what I'm going to tell people. But that's what I'm going to tell people.
While you still can.
Yeah, right away.
I kind of went there, didn't I? Raven Lunatic says, my job involves a feather duster, a bottle of oil, and a donkey. I'll let you all try to figure it out. We've seen the OnlyFans. It's illegal in most states, you know, the donkey part. Unless you got consent from the donkey. I'm just saying, Raven. We try not to judge. Paul Rothwell Smith. Good morning, Paul. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're having a great day. Says, I think he means he felt the Holy Spirit. Really?
What did it feel like?
What did it feel like? Was it under its skirt?
Was it fuzzy?
That's, again, we have to bring back the question. Was it consentful? Did you feel, did the Holy Spirit know you were going to feel it? Or did you just go around feeling up the Holy Spirit without it?
Maybe it impregnated them like it did with Mary.
Crazy. Maybe it pulled a Donald Trump and just the Holy Spirit just shoved the Holy Spirit up against the wall. Left-handed, somebody's throwing money at us. Dave Murphy says, excuse me, y'all are definitely special.
You're special.
Yes, you're special. We are special. You know how I know? I got a Dave Murphy cup.
The mug tells you so. It's right
the mug
there.
tells me so. It talks to me at night. It sits on the shelf. Look at that face.
Do you wake up in the middle of the night hearing, excuse me?
Excuse me. Thank you for the super chat, Dave Murphy. And Left-Handed Jedi said, point to where on the doll where your God touched you. $2. Thank you for that very much. We mock, but so those out there of you who are heretics, I apologize. You've come into a group of heathens and non-believers. And as a heretic and a believer, we obviously, I mean, it's kind of our job to bring light to the ridiculousness of some of the things you believe. You know, it's just our job. We get paid by George Soros and Satan to do this. Satan compels me. You're muted. Oh, that was good too.
Oh, how do I even push that? I said, my check is late. Where's my George Soros check?
I know the Soros dollars are just, I get mad every time. Where am I Soros? Kelly Laughlin is here. Did you know Kelly Laughlin was here?
Hey there, Kelly.
Kelly is awesome. Kelly's fantastic. Kelly is a wonderful hugger. Yep.
Mother hugger.
Robin is a proud heretic. See, that's awesome. I'm a heathen. I'm a non-believer. I'm a heathen. Heretics are, you know, those who just believe wrong. Vic Litt is here. Dave Murphy, I'm only special because you make me feel special. That's right. You know, that's kind of the deal with this community. It's been a wonderful community. This building the Daily Atheist Morning Show over this past year has been fantastic. We really shouldn't we? Well, I mean, you weren't here for the opening of the Daily Atheist Morning Show, but I think it was like August 8th or August. It was right around the beginning of August of last year. Yeah, I'm coming up for a year on the damn show.
Should be like a 1 year celebration.
I know. It was a hell of a damn year. It was a
celebration.
Awesome. A celebration. That's right. Ooh, that's right. I love it. That's a good idea. Steve C, get God on your live chat. I've got questions for him.
we should just get like somebody to come fake be God and just be like a black box.
Yeah, or just get Joe Pesci to show up. I mean, I'm all about
if you could do that. I mean,
yeah,
same.
Hero. Morgan Freeman. That would be fantastic. Hey, Randy is here. Good morning, Randy. I hope you're having a great day. My cuppeth runneth empty. So I'm going to do a thing here. Which one do we want to do? What do we want? Do we want the pup or the Pharaoh sombrero?
What you want?
Anybody out there? I'll let y'all decide if you get the pup or the burrito. We've got some newbies in the chat who have never seen the pup. And if you're a Catholic, it's really going to sting. Ooh, we should probably show them the Altar Boys commercial, the inflatable altar boy. Doggo, somebody's demanding, pup. There's three votes for the pup. We shall return, unless we're smited by God before we get back. But I mock. Sorry. Not sorry.
Flanagan!
Yes, sir. Very disturbing, I know.
Fetch me Father Flanagan.
Your Highness.
You are in the presence of His Holiness, the Puppius Maximus, guardian of the sacred fire hydrant, defender of the holy tennis ball, and eater of the golden kibble, Pup Oliver Poopsalop the Fifth.
Your Popedom. I heard you have a bone to pick with me.
Condoms, Father Flanagan?
No, thank you. I've got plenty.
That's what I mean. Why are you selling condoms?
Oh, you mean our Pharaoh sombrero line of condoms? Understood.
You know how we feel about those around here.
Well, they're not to be used by the Catholics, of course.
Not for Catholics?
No, they're part of our Sinner Gonna Sin lack of faith outreach program.
A sinner gonna what?
It's like getting the tithe, but from the heretics and the heathens and the atheists.
Oh, well, when you put it like that.
But, Your Highness, this will reflect very poorly on the church.
True. You know what this means, Flanagan?
Warning label, a warning label on the box, not for Catholics in big letters.
Too subtle.
Instant purgatory if used by Catholics.
I like it. Divine branding.
Excellent, Your Popedom. Would there be anything else?
That will be all. You may leave.
And we are back. Trip says, they say never to work with animals. Look at those professionals, though. Better than 80% of Hollywood. I know. Bailey's an artiste. I mean, oh, yeah. Yeah, there's no doubt. She takes her art seriously. Once she gets the role, she is the role, if you know what I mean. She's just one of those.
Like a method actor?
Method, kind of. Kind of method. Very Strasberg. I saw somebody in the chat, by the way, Giles. Good morning, Giles. Thank you for joining us. Thank you all for joining us. I noticed that Baby Spino said in surgery rooms, masses of cancer that disappear. There's so many miracles.
Really?
Really fascinating.
Oh, that's amazing.
I don't believe it myself. I'm a non-believer. I don't believe.
You're denying the evidence, Chris.
Well, I would. I really would. I would absolutely if they had evidence, but they don't have evidence.
Just a hater. Just a hater.
I know. Dan D says, Ryan, glad to see you. The best part of waking up.
The best part of waking up is putting it in your butt.
Well, he's got a lion and a cucumber and a heart, which to me I read as pussy, dick, love. I went kind of perv there.
No, we have this
thing. Dan is over going.
The line is for me because I don't know. I did this thing one time where I was like a newscaster and I was like Ryan Lyon. Something anyway. So we've always done. And then Pickles is the cucumber, and then he's got dogs and cats. So I put the dog in the. It's just a thing we do.
Gotcha.
It's an inside joke.
It's cute. It's cute. I think it's cute. I was giving him shit. Let's see. Christianity for science you have today. No, actually, in fact, Christianity suppressed most of the science we had for the longest time. They've disagreed with almost everything, especially in modern science.
They practically killed us, man.
And you could go, well, you know, the original scientists like Isaac Newton were Christian. Yeah, because they were raised in a Christian environment. That's how they were indoctrinated. But like Isaac Newton, he studied physics and wrote the original physics book, the Principia de Physics. And he also studied the Bible, looking for secret messages in the Bible. The man with that same genius and intellect found nothing in the Bible. I mean, you know what I mean? Like a secret message or, you know, I mean, he wasted
it. Yeah, discovering for himself.
But that was only because he was indoctrinated to believe, and he thought there was a mystery there. Found out there was no mystery there, but when he did apply his mind to the real world rigorously, he brought us science.
Yeah.
Physics. You know?
How you're raised.
Right.
What religion that you're born into, you're probably going to stay with.
Why? Because Bible says God can't be measured and tested.
Testicle. So
this study is meaningless from the beginning. Well, we knew it was meaningless. It was a poll on an atheist channel. What'd you expect to get? What were you expecting? Oh my, that looks fair and balanced. This is not Fox News. Let's see. Navy's. Oh, please. Science dragged religion kicking and screaming to the 21st century. Absolutely. I mean, we could go on about that, but we're not going to. Chick Magnet says Newton was a heretic. No Trinity. That's kind of what I'm saying. They're all heretics. Just ask any one other one. Ask a different one. Adrian, very nice. Christian in our chat, our believer. To Adrian is not a heretic, but to almost any other Christian, Adrian is a heretic.
You naughty boy.
You know, and then the definition of a heretic who doesn't believe the religion the way you think it should be believed or worshipped or practiced. So they're all heretics. It's kind of fun, really. Human scented flesh candles for the evil god monster. What's that?
I just, a lot of that just doesn't make sense to me. Like there'll be some people on one hand will say all those old stories, like the duplicate flood stories from, that was just leading up to Jesus. Well, they had their own belief system. They didn't believe in Jesus. There was something that came before. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I don't know, that logic doesn't make sense to me.
Paul says loads of scientists have become Christian because they don't know how it happened. I don't think that's right, man. I don't think you're right. I don't even think that. I mean, even if you could prove a God exists, you could hardly prove that the Christian God is the God that exists. I mean, there's a far step between the two. And the notion, you really should go look up how many scientists are actually Christian, and then take into account how many were raised that way, indoctrinated. You know, because if people weren't indoctrinated as children, religion would die in a generation. It would be gone. Let's see. Steve C says, is there a God catalog I can flick through? I'm looking for one that doesn't do the hell thing. I don't think there is one that doesn't do the hell thing. I'm pretty sure there's not one. Robin, Chris, change your hotel to another and stay both nights for the price of one. I got both nights cheaper than one at Venue, and I'm only 9 miles away. Well, I thought about that too. I appreciate that. There's just other circumstances. It puts me there at the hotel, and I need to be there at the hotel for sort of the networking and the socializing and the whoring that I plan on doing.
Tell him, Pickle.
Scare me at all. At least I don't have to pee anymore.
She said, chill the fuck down.
That's what she said. Yeah, Oceanus, see, got a good point. There were lots of scientists who were various religions, but it means nothing because religion is about having answers to questions that can't be answered. The whole deal about this is that If you could prove your God existed, if your God worked on command, like you said, and could cure cancer and stuff, then they would be going literally from bed to bed to bed to bed. We wouldn't have hospitals full of scientists, full of doctors who've gone to medical school for years and years and years. We would have hospitals who have gone to preacher school, to pastor school, to what is it called? Pastor school, to become pastors and learn how to do the magic arts so they can talk to God and learn how to do the right prayers so they can go bed to bed and healing people. But that does not happen. It doesn't happen with Catholics. It doesn't happen with Mennonites. It doesn't happen with Episcopalians. It doesn't happen with Muslims. It doesn't happen with Hindus. None of those faiths have a belief system or a God powerful enough that is reliable to where they can have any kind of structure like that, where they could have a group going around and reliably healing people. Crazy. At a seminary. There you go. Rock hard for Doug. Somebody said rock hard for Doug is in the house. Alosa is here. Doug does not have the hell thing. Doug does not have the hell thing. Praise Doug. I think we missed a super chat earlier.
We did. When I saw this one, I realized that we missed one during the commercial.
Me too. Let's do this one here. Raven says, for my birthday, my lesbian friends brought me a Rolex. I think they misunderstood when I said I want to watch. I think they did. Maybe. But at least it was a quality watch.
I mean, goddamn, they got you a Rolex. With a Rolex,
Right.
you could sell that and you probably can watch however many people you want.
Yes, you really could. That's like a lifetime supply of braziers, if you know what I mean. Thank you for that,
True.
Raven. Let's see, somebody else. Did I see if I can scroll up far enough on this page? I cannot. So I'll have to come over here to this other page. You know what? I will go ahead and read our super chats now. That's what I'll do. I'll read our super chats now. Thank you to all of you for support the channel. Again, all of my funds are going towards travel for NanoCon and all this other stuff. So blame yourselves for that accordingly. Let me scroll up here. I think we missed a couple of things. In fact, Left-Handed Jedi for $2 says, I always think of George Carlin's rant about God. Thank you for this super chat. I'm actually going to I added that to a thing. I'm going to be studying George Carlin and his work and some other works between now and NanoCon. Left-Handed Jedi says, the devil slept his way to the top. Nepotism. See? There you go. Would that be all right? So nepotism is when you hire family.
Mm-hmm.
If you're sleeping your way to the top in a family business, that says something else, doesn't it? That's a whole entire different story. Thank you for pointing that out, Left-Handed Jedi. Raven Lunatic for $5 says, what's the female equivalent of teabagging? A flappuccino. For $5, Raven Lunatic says, what do you call Winnie the Pooh's grandmother? Pooh Nanny. You naughty thing. What do I call her? I call her, never mind, it's bad. Don't say that. Dade Murphy said, excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
I vouch for Jesus. Unfollower. Awesome for $5. Thanks. Super. All right, that's cool. We're looking forward to having him on the show. And Raven Lunatic says was having sex with a $50 an hour sex worker. They passed away about 20 minutes into the session. Want to know what the best part was? The second hour was free. I wonder how you kept them warm, though. Just curious. Dave, I don't know why I keep wanting to call you Dave. Dade. Well, maybe it's just, commonality of the names. Dade Murphy says for $2, excuse me, you guys are definitely special. And I don't think he meant like Jerry's kids. Not that it's okay.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. But I may be actually, in fact, now that I've recently learned that I am on the spectrum. I'm a person of the spectrum. I am special. You are special, Ryan. We were actually at the time talking about this guy who is special because he claimed to actually be in contact with God. God touched him in a naughty place, probably. Jesus Unfollower became a channel supporter. Thank you very much for becoming a channel supporter. Thank you. We appreciate that, Kevin. Let's say the Jedi point on the doll where the God touched you. Touched me all over. Naughty. We have video footage. It's back at the sanctuary. And then, of course, Raven Lunatic says, how do you know if you have a high sperm count? Your partner has to chew before they can swallow. Okay, that was the one we missed. And I feel like I don't
Why is it so chunky?
Right. Yeah. There's some love there.
Pokemon globules.
Oh yeah, the YouTube censors are going, oh my God, these people. What's wrong with these people? Dave, not Dave, but Raven is on a watch list somewhere, I'm sure.
It's moving in my mouth.
Yeah. Sperm or tadpoles? These are fucking huge. What's going on here? Raven
have
Lunatic for
legs.
5. They have legs.
They grew out of that tadpole space and they're starting to get them legs.
Damn it, that's bad. Raven Lunatic for $5 says, for my birthday, lesbian friends bought me a Rolex. I think they misunderstood when I said I want to watch. Thank you very much for your super chat. You guys are fantastic. Watch list. All right, guys, what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go away and do my thing somewhere else. I had a wonderful day. Thank you, Ryan, for being with me again today, suffering through it, as it were. Let me go back here to our live chat. And then tomorrow is Thursday. Thursday is always fun. Yeah, go raid Owen. There's an Owen. He's streaming after this. Go raid Owen. Tell him I said Jiffy Lube says yes. Oh, is he?
Yep.
He's into video games. He plays video games while he talks at you. It's kind of a different approach. So thank you, Muttley, for being here. I hope you're doing good. And thank you all, my friends, for being here. Ryan, we'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Have a good day, guys. Love you. Bye.
See you later. Send safely, my friends. We'll see you tomorrow for Thursday. Be good. Bye.
Got a house that smells like old cheese and shame. Father Flanagan's flesh candles change the game. Goat-scented thrills for your soul's delight. Light it up, baby, make your room right. When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the goat in a holy zone. Father Flanagan, here to set the tone. Confession booth, busy, no need to stress. Light a candle and forget your mess. Gross odors vanish like sins in the wind. With each wick, guess who's your new best friend? When you've sinned and need to atone, light a candle and avoid the stone. Smell the goat in a holy zone. Father Flanagan, here to set the tone. Lambs and calves may have their day, but goat's the scent that leads the way. Slate with a sniff so pure. Father Flanagan's got the cure. Turn your home into a saintly space. With every whiff, find redeeming grace. From your living room to the kitchen sink, light the goat